Hi, Rory, and hi, Aaron. We're doing our Sunday school class a little bit different this week, Rory, because your mom wasn't sure how you would feel after your vaccine today. So this way you can watch the video whenever you're feeling up to it, okay? So we're going to start with um I want you to get your flyer that says the road to Emmaus. Aaron, you have yours? Okay. I want you to look at that picture. And what do you think that is? If you know, Aaron, say I know, but don't shout it out yet because we want to give Rory a chance to guess it also. Do you know what that might be?
I think I might know.
No?
I think I might. I'm not sure.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think it is?
I think I'm right there. Was a close um, on that, but I'm not sure.
You have to talk louder, okay?
I'm not really sure. But if you look in that picture, it looks like a zoomed in one of that.
So, like her hair?
Yeah.
Well, no, Rory, I'm not sure if you guessed it in this time, but actually, what that is if you're looking up from the bottom of a mushroom, it's the bottom, when you have a mushroom,
That's the bottom.
that's the bottom where
See
it's
that?
brown and lines with it.
You like mushrooms. You should remember that.
I know I like mushrooms.
So, today we're going to learn about sometimes we sometimes this is an example of times when we can't see what is right in front of our face. So there you had a picture, but you weren't sure what that was. Can you think of any other times that you can't see something right in front of your face? Can you think of an example? Rory, you think of one. Aaron, do you know?
You know something that you see but you can't tell what it is?
I could see that clock right there. That one, I can't see the numbers on it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it, but I can't see the numbers on it.
But you can see it and you know that it's a clock.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever lose something and you're walking around the house or even like, remember when we do the shelf on the elf?
The elf on the shelf?
And
Mm-hmm.
what did I say?
The shelf on the elf.
Okay, the elf on the shelf. And you're looking all around the room and you can't find it. And then it'll be right there, almost in front of you.
Yeah, I lose stuff all the time, and it's right in front of me.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep, yes. So that's kind of what we're doing today. We're going to watch a video, and I want you to pay close attention because I'm going to ask you a question at some point during the video, okay? So we're going to do a video today. It's only like 3.5 to 4 minutes long. The road to Emmaus.
Okay.
Now, before we start, we kind of are backwards because this is should be happening in the Bible right after Jesus's death, when he was buried in the and put in the tomb. This is a couple, and then he was resurrected. This is a couple days later. Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Slow down. We're far enough from Jerusalem. We're just two pilgrims on the road. If anyone asks, we were in Jerusalem for Passover. We heard of this Jesus. We saw him preaching in the temple, but we never saw him. Oh, Galileans. Maybe we heard him preach. We heard he was from Galilee. Who's that you're talking about? Jesus of Nazareth. What about him? He was some sort of teacher. Some pilgrims thought he was the leader come to free us. So they said to us. He was condemned and handed over to the Romans. So? He was crucified. And now they said he's come back to life. You don't believe the scriptures? Why do you say this? Isaiah wrote that the Son of God will come to earth. You'll know.
Okay, I'm pausing that for a second. Do you know who that man is that showed up, that came to meet with the? Those are actually two of Jesus's disciples. And who was that third man? Do you think? Do you know?
No.
You have no clue who that might be. Okay, let's watch and see if you can figure who it is.
My brother's house is this way. Why don't you stop with us for some food? Come. Come and eat with us. What are you doing?
Pause it again.
This is the bread of life.
Press pause.
Do you know what he's doing? What does that look like he's doing?
I don't
Aaron, do you
recognize-
know?
I
What?
don't recognize a man, but I've seen the scene like something similar to it before. At least
And what's happening?
it was, if I was correct,
You don't know?
Does it remind you of anything we do at church?
yeah, I don't remember the name of it though.
Communion, when we had
Yeah.
when the minister takes a piece of the bread and breaks it,
Yeah.
and the wine. Well, this is the person is doing that for these two disciples. So do you have any guess now who it might be? Who that third, not these two men, but that third man. Do you know who he might be?
Let's keep watching and we'll see.
See if you can figure it out before the end, okay?
This is my body. Given up for you. This is my blood, poured out for the healing of others.
They realize who he is. Can you see it? His hands? No. Sure.
I tell you, he is risen. He appeared to us. He broke bread with us.
Did you end it early?
No. That's all there was.
Okay, so in the end, who do you think that person was, Aaron?
It was him himself.
Who?
It was Jesus himself.
Very good. It was Jesus,
I
but he looked
realized
different.
the scene. What
He
was
looked different, so they did not know it was him. But when he served them communion, they realized it was him. And then they went back and they told all the people that they knew that Jesus had really risen and he was alive. Okay? And that is called the walk to Emmaus.
Because they were walking from Jerusalem to Emmaus. Emmaus is a town that they wanted to go to.
Now, why do you think that they didn't think that was Jesus when they first saw him? They didn't think it was him. Why do you think that was?
Also because he probably looked different.
Well, I think he looked different, but also they thought what Jesus was what? Dead. They didn't know he had risen yet. So they did not know. They weren't even thinking that that could be Jesus, and then it was. Okay, so if you take your flyer again, okay, And I want you to go to the second page. Rory, you do the same. And we're going to have Aaron not give the answers right away to see if you can figure them yourself. And here are pictures of things. It says, what do you see on that page? What do you see? And it's close-ups of different things that you would see normally, but they look different. So it would be something that you might not realize what it is. So Aaron, I'm going to see if you can figure, what is this picture right here?
That one right there.
Right here, he's gonna see if you can figure, Rory, what it is.
That was like,
What do you think it is?
that was like a peacock feather.
A peacock feather? You're absolutely right. That's exactly what it is, Aaron.
I was on the-
Okay, very
I
good.
was thinking either a peacock feather or a plant.
Nope, you got it. Okay, go down to the one right below it. Right here.
Can you tell what that is?
Can you figure what that is?
Shell.
A shell? No. See if Dad can figure what that is.
I think that's a piece of wood. If you saw a tree in half, and that's how it looks with all of its rings from the center.
If you look at that tree over there that fell when we had that big windstorm, I bet if you could get up there and see up high, that's what that would look like in the inside. So that's the inside of a tree trunk. What about in the middle? What's the thing in the middle, Aaron? This thing right here, Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Can you figure what that is?
I think that was supposed to be a slice of pizza.
A slice of pizza. You got it. Absolutely. Good job. What about below the pizza? This thing here.
What's that?
It's the binder rings.
Of what?
Binder rings. Yep. Of what?
Like a notebook.
A notebook. Absolutely. You got it. Okay, we have two more. What about up here at the top? This thing here that's strange looking. Do you know what that might be?
Oh, I know what that is.
I'm not sure. It's thinking like an elephant tusk. I'm not sure.
No.
If you take a look at
What did he guess? An elephant what?
An elephant tusk.
He thinks an elephant tusk. It's not that.
These hairs that are coming off the top.
Is
What do those look like? Do they look like this?
Does it look like it might be somebody's eye?
It's an eye.
What kind of an eye do you think it is?
I think that's supposed to be a monkey.
Maybe bigger than a monkey.
Bigger than a monkey. What do you think it could be?
Elephant.
Does
No.
elephant have
It's
hair?
brown. This looks brown around the eye. So something that's brown that has a pretty big eye.
I guess it'd be either like a horse or a cow or something.
I was thinking something else.
Like what?
That's something that's more prehistoric.
Well, how would they get a picture of a prehistoric thing? This is a real thing.
You know what? I think your dad was right. I think it's a horse's eye.
Mm-hmm.
So this one up here, Rory, is a horse's eye right up here in the corner. So there's one left. And I'm not sure if you're going to know what this is, Aaron.
Well, I didn't know what that is.
Do you know what this is down here?
This red thing. You know what that is?
Raspberries.
It's a
Well,
raspberry.
very good. I didn't think you'd get that. You got that right away. That's a raspberry.
I identified that when I saw it.
Mhm.
So the thing is,
These are
the
first
one
two
like
I
the
identified.
horse's eye, that was hard to tell because it didn't look the same.
When I thought that was a shell.
Hmm.
Just looking
What
at
are
the
some-
way it's
Oh.
got like that
Yeah,
crack.
it was kind of a clamshell, but okay. Anyways,
What is something, one thing, Rory, I want you to think about this too. One thing you could do to follow Jesus. And what you're going to use is you're going to take out the follow
I think that was
Jesus paper. And look, you see the footprint? Because we're talking all about them walking. The walk to Emmaus. So there's a foot. So what is something you could do to follow Jesus this week? Aaron, can you think of any ideas?
No.
Well,
let's see. think about the 10 Commandments. Could we obey our father and mother?
You could have, that might be a tough one, Aaron. That might be tough. Okay, so that would be one idea. You could have obey mom and dad. What's another thing you could do to follow Jesus this week? Can you think of any of the other commandments we learned about? Do not.
I think do not lie was one.
What? Do not what?
Do not lie. That's a pretty good one.
Okay. So you could say, I'm going to go all week without telling a lie.
Yeah, that's not that easy.
Not that easy.
So that's
okay.
what you got to work on.
You could say a prayer every day.
That's who will worship no God but me.
Can you think of any
Well,
others?
you say a prayer to God that way. Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any others? What are some other things, simple things you could do that would be following Jesus? Because what you're going to do is you're going to keep track all week and see if you can go each day and do and follow what you write here. Okay. What do you think?
Is this something you can think you can do? Put that on your door and like mark things that you do that are good, that are following Jesus?
Yes, I can try.
Okay, that would be.
Figure which one you would like. And Rory, you figure something you could do that would follow Jesus this week. And what you're going to do is you're going to write it. You don't have to share it with anybody but you. And you're going to write it in this little,
What?
looks like a cloud or something here.
Let me see.
Anything you pick, whether it be you'll be obey mom and dad, you'll clean your room, which is obeying mom and dad, or anything that you think right in there. And for each day you do it, and you'll see on the foot, down at the very bottom, it says Monday. If you go all day and you follow whatever you said, you get to color that in. Tuesday, you get to color the next one. If you come back to me next week and you have this colored in all the way to the top, we'll have to see if we can get you guys something for following this all week. So make it something you know you're going to be able to do without any trouble. So take a few minutes, Aaron. Can Dad get you a pencil and write in here what you think you can do to follow Jesus this week? Oh, right here. So write, Aaron, whatever you think. You don't have to share it with anyone.
Okay, Aaron, you want to write something in?
No, I don't want those pencils. I'm sorry, I don't have.
There's one out in my cup.
There you go. Cool.
Have it done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rory, I hope you have something done. And like I said, then every day this week, if you follow what you have, color that day in. Next, I want you to get this paper.
Aaron.
It says The Road to Emmaus. And it looks like the same picture, except there's some differences in there. There are 9 things that are different. Something that is in the bottom one that's not in the top one, or something that is different. So take your pencil and take a couple minutes. See if you can find those 9. Circle whatever you find. Okay, Aaron?
I see one.
Well, here, don't say anything. Just circle whatever you see. We'll take a couple minutes and do that, okay? Hey, good.
Right, that one, right.
Might be better if you did it on the table. You might be able to circle it better, you think?
Mm.
Yeah, that's a little better. Why don't you put marks up at the top when you, how many do you have?
What am I doing on this?
Just so you keep track of how many you have. I think you have more than 4, but let me check. Let me look.
What's wrong? 1,
1, 2,
2.
3, 4, 5. You have 5 actually, so put another mark down.
What do you mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that's only because I counted them both.
I know. We realized that that's the same one,
Mm-hmm.
or that's two different ones. It's making it a little hard to do.
I'm sorry. Well, here. Go ahead and move forward.
Mhm.
Go ahead and move forward.
I mean,
It means
oh. Okay, well, we're going to stop right here and see how many you each have, okay? No, Aaron just found one. Okay, Aaron has 6. Rory, how many? I'm not sure how. Oh, I said there were 9 differences. There are 8, so I apologize. Aaron got all but 2. If we see where he found, see if how many of the same ones Aaron got, you got, Rory. Okay, Aaron, what are some differences you found? Can you explain them?
Well, there's 3 dots on that one and 4 dots on that one.
Okay, very good. That that's one difference. Aaron, what's another difference?
And then there's the different color vest, white.
Yeah, the vest is different. Here it's a dark vest, here it's a white vest. So that's a second difference. Yep.
and the sunshine rays.
Yeah.
The sunshine here, they're all small.
Top
And up
one.
here, they're different sizes and some of them are big. What else, Aaron?
And then if you look at his eyes, you can see his eyes are open in the top
Yep.
one, but closed in the bottom.
Top one, his eyes are open. The disciples' eyes are open, and down here they're closed. I'm going to assume that the man in the middle is the Jesus. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Now,
Another one?
then if you look at the guy in the middle, take a look at the cuffs on his shirt. In the
Yep,
top one,
down
they have no
here,
cuffs. What?
He has
I
no
can't.
cuffs, but down here he has thick cuffs. So that would be that's 2. That we figured that's 2 differences. Is there any other?
If you take one of them that's difficult to see, look at the man right over here underneath the sun.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to look very closely at his hair. The one on the top has less hair locks than the one on the bottom. The one on the bottom has more locks on the on the end.
Yeah, over here there's an extra lock of hair. No, an extra lock of hair down here that they don't have here. So that's another difference. And over at the other side of his face, the same thing. There's an extra lock of hair in this one, but not that one. Do you see those, Aaron? Show them where that one is over there.
If you take a look right there, he's got more over here. So just circle right by his head.
I think that may be all
Take a
8.
look.
I
See
think.
right here, you got a lock of hair, and it's not up here. Right there, you've got this last lock of hair, and it's not up here. You see how that works?
Just with that little circle.
Yes, perfect.
So there's your 8, and hopefully you got quite a few of those yourself, Rory. Okay, now we're running out of time, so we're going to do our last thing. But if you want, when you have a chance, on your 3rd page of your flyer, it says it has the different chain of events that happened in the video we watched. See if you can put them in order.
Yeah, I'm cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there's 8 different things, and see if you can put them in order. But right now, what I need you to do is go wash your hands.
You go wash your hands, Aaron. Come on,
I want that fan.
Aaron.
I'm freezing cold.
Go wash your hands and then get your cookies.
We'll find out how much trouble you're in.
Can you get a scissors to open? Rory, if you're back, you need to take your little tube of icing and take off the cap, and you're going to have to take a scissors and cut a tip off the
To
top.
take the tip, you're gonna have to cut the tip off.
Uh-oh,
There,
and
well,
Andrew
that's a
made
mess.
Maybe, hopefully you won't make a mess. Andrew's going to show you what to do with the cookie. And there's 2 of them, so you can decorate both of them. Okay, Aaron, what does this cookie shape kind of remind you of?
It's supposed to be a foot.
A foot, exactly. That's what it is. Well, we're going to actually make a sandal or a flip-flop with that cookie and your icing. Andrew's going to show you how to do it if you can with it. Rory sees it.
I don't do that. Okay, so what you do is you start at the top, and I'll show you in just a second, and you make 2 little flip-flop things. So it looks just like that. Now, if you really like icing, you can put more on. But the idea is to turn this into like a sandal. You want to do one, Aaron? That one I didn't open. Use the red.
Yes, you're going to put like almost like an upside down V or a triangle without the bottom, and that looks like the flip-flop where you put your toes in between.
I think you just messed it up.
Looks like a big flip-flop.
Yeah, no, let's
See how that works? Okay.
Do you want to try another one?
Here. Yep, try it again.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
How's yours looking, Rory? Do you have it done?
You want to hold it and make it steady?
You hold the cookie. That's it. This icing isn't always the easiest thing to work with, but
It doesn't that easy when you get distracted.
very good, Aaron.
Okay.
Here's Aaron's. Okay, so now, Rory, you can eat your cookies. And we are done for this week. Next week will be our last week of Sunday school till next fall. And we're going to have a little bit of a party. And we're going to do some different things. So we'll see you next week. I hope you're feeling good and the shot didn't make you feel too sick. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye, Rory.
Bye-bye.
Bye.